Welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. It's the first weekend of autumn and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
And defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limited to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. Check down here for Henry. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Here's Tannehill. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. This defense for the Broncos, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
They just do get the playoff. Now Bridgewater. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away. Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So that one will be accepted. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. After the penalty, it's Henry. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Play action now. Bridgewater. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Denver.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they've been seeking.
First and goal at the 1. Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action, Tannehill. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Bridgewater's throw taken in here by Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. On play action, it's Bridgewater. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Right side caught by Jackson. Oh, some strong running. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a
touchdown. He's got it at the 2. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Broncos 14, Titans nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Tannehill on 1st down. And he fends him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Forced out to his left. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. Got some room, and he works free. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead. 3 is underway. Got what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They go play action. Bridgewater. This is the tight end Fant. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone. And
you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On 2nd and inches, Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bradley Chubb able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Draw play. This is Henry. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 99 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll run it again with Henry. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And this is caught by Williams. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Henry. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Play action. It's Tannehill. Caught on the slant. And it's a Titans touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right? And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward. And we'll see if it's that easy here. 2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He'll buy some time right. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He'll fire one downfield for Fant. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Bridgewater to throw it. This is caught. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. He's got it. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. Third and goal for Bridgewater. Touchdown, Broncos. Deshaun Jackson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. McManus now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Escapes the defender. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos.
You know they pay me extra for this.
And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Henry again on second down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Titans on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Titans on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now it's Tannehill. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. Running from the gun with Henry. 138 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Steps away to his left. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And now off to the races down the right side.
He's going to make everything happen.
And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Bridgewater here to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. To try again after the sack. Bridgewater. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll go down at the 28. The Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. To throw is Bridgewater. He gets it complete to Jackson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from